Hello, my name is Donovan Guzman. I am an education program coordinator at Get Outdoors Nevada. Get Outdoors Nevada is a local nonprofit organization. We are dedicated to connecting you and your families to Nevada's diverse outdoor spaces. Today, I would like to connect you again to another virtual learning program we are rolling out here at Get Outdoors Nevada. We would like to discuss a different topic regarding Mojave Max. Again, Mojave Max is one of the programs we offer at Get Outdoors Nevada. Mojave Max is a desert tortoise mascot. He represents all of the desert tortoises here in the Mojave Desert. In last week's video, we discussed the Mojave Desert. In this week's video, we would like to talk about weather in the Mojave Desert. So I'm going to do a little 5-minute video about weather in the desert. I'm going to teach you and remind you about the quick, easy ways you can respect, protect, and enjoy our desert. And lastly, I would like to tell you about a cool opportunity you and your families can participate in. So let's get started. Mojave Max represents all the desert tortoises here. So I brought with me a real desert tortoise. So this is the reptile Mojave Max represents. Now, desert tortoises are a threatened species, which is why we bring this program to you. So we know here in the Mojave Desert, especially here in Las Vegas in the summertime, it can get super hot. If you've ever been here in June, July, or August, you know that it can get really hot. Some things we can do to keep ourselves cool in the summertime include going in a swimming pool, we can eat popsicles, or we can drink ice cold lemonade. But desert tortoises, they don't have those sorts of things where they live, so they have to do something different. They have to live a different way in order to escape the hot temperatures outside. So I want you to imagine this is a real desert tortoise. It's crawling over the Mojave Desert. To escape the hot temperatures outside, what it will do is it will dig. It will dig something known as a burrow. And a burrow is just a hole in the ground. It is a tunnel that animals like desert tortoises dig. It is their home. So a desert tortoise will dig a burrow, it will rest in there, and when it's cooler outside, the desert tortoise will come right back out. But we know here in the Mojave Desert, it can also get really chilly and really cold. If you've ever visited Mount Charleston, all the way up there, you know it can get super cold and chilly. So some things we can do to stay warm in the wintertime include drinking hot chocolate, drinking hot cocoa with marshmallows. We can put scarves and knit caps on to stay warm. But desert tortoises, they don't wear clothes. They can't drink hot cocoa. So they have to rely on different ways to stay warm in the wintertime. So a desert tortoise, let's say it's super cold outside, what it will do is it will dig. It will dig another burrow, or it can go into the burrow it already dug. So it will go into that burrow and it will rest. And when it's warmer outside in the wintertime, it will crawl right back out. So its burrow acts as an air conditioning system in the summertime, but it also acts as a heating system so it can stay warm in the wintertime. Now we know here in the Mojave Desert, we also get rainfall and flash floods. In fact, here in our Mojave Desert, we only get about 4 inches of rain in a whole entire year. Now, if we're thirsty, we can just turn on our water faucets. We can just get water bottles and drink water whenever we need to. But desert tortoises, they have to get their water from the rain. And lastly, here in the Mojave Desert, we also get wind. In fact, out in the desert, we can get something known as dust devils. Dust devils are air vortexes or whirlwinds, and they pick up all this dust and debris, and they can go as fast as 60 miles an hour. So that is very dangerous for a tortoise like this one, and it can certainly rock us and move us on our feet if we're caught next to one. Wonderful, so we learned about weather here in the Mojave Desert. Next, I would like to remind you about the quick, easy ways you can respect, protect, and enjoy our desert. First, one thing you can do to protect desert tortoises is to stay on designated roads and trails. Wildlife managers and park rangers work very hard to protect native animals and native wildlife, so we want to do our best to stay on designated roads and trails to protect desert tortoise habitat and other plants that other animals may rely on. Second, another thing you can do to protect desert tortoises is to keep the desert clean. If you litter or throw your trash out into the desert, a dust devil or wind may bring it out. and a desert tortoise may mistake your wrappers for food. So we don't want that to happen, so as long as we throw our trash away, we can protect them. And lastly, we don't want to touch or pick up a desert tortoise. We learned in last week's video that desert tortoises if they're scared, they can void and lose all of the water that they keep and save inside of their bladder. So as long as we don't pick one up or touch one, they won't get scared and that won't happen to them. Wonderful. And lastly, I want to tell you about a cool opportunity you and your families can participate in at home. Yesterday, Get Outdoors Nevada on our Facebook page, we released a cool coloring sheet about desert tortoise burrows that we would like you and your families to color in. You can submit it through Facebook Messenger at Get Outdoors Nevada, or you can submit it below this video in the comment section. And we may feature you on our Facebook and Instagram post that is scheduled for this Friday. So we encourage you to print out this worksheet, take a picture of it, send it in through the comments, and we may feature you on our Facebook and Instagram post. So thank you for tuning in to this week's video about Mojave Max, our desert tortoise mascot that represents all of the threatened desert tortoises here in the Mojave Desert. Next week we will feature another topic about Mojave Max, and we will offer you some cool new resources and activities for you and your families to participate in. So I want to thank you for tuning in. Keep up on our social media pages. We are available on Facebook and Instagram, and we're also available at getoutdoorsnevada.org. I wish you good health, and I thank you for tuning in to this week's video.